In this video, we're going to review how to install the Cloud9 Trader application, as well as some of the system requirements that are required by the user's PC. As you can see, the PC that I'm logged into right now is a Windows-based machine. The operating system requirement for running Cloud9 Trader is Windows 7, 8, or 10, either of the three, as well as a hardware requirement of at least an i5 processor or greater. After you've spoken with your Cloud9 representative and they've had your user's account created, the user's email that's been registered for the account will receive a welcome email like you see on screen here. Included in that email you can see is a username, temporary password that they're going to use to log in, which they'll change upon their first login attempt, as well as a link here to download the application itself. As you can see, I've already clicked on this link here. That link downloads the setup.exe file that you'll use to install the application. If I open up my File Explorer here, my Downloads folder, you'll see Setup. We're going to double click on this executable file here. Once the application has finished installing on the user's PC, you'll see a desktop shortcut icon appear on the user's desktop. You'll also be asked to select the theme color for the application. We're just going to have dark here selected and click Continue. It'll give you some interesting information on some of the latest features of the version of the application being run. Once we click Start Trader, it will bring you to the login screen. From here, we're going to enter the username and temporary password that were supplied to us in the welcome email. You want to make sure that you turn off the Save Password icon here, as you're not going to want to save this temporary password. You'll be prompted to change it since it's your first login. For users that are part of an organization that are using Active Directory for a login, they're not going to require any kind of username or password here. Instead, when they click on that Cloud9 desktop shortcut, they're going to be redirected to a web page that's going to pull all of their Active Directory credentials, and they'll have an alternative login method. Once they execute their login, they'll still see this login page pop up on screen as the application is launched. However, they're not going to be prompted to enter a username and a password as you see here. Once you enter your credentials, the user will be prompted to enter a new password of their choosing. The requirements that you can see on the left side here are that it has to start with a letter, be greater than 8 characters, have at least one upper and one lowercase, at least one numerical value, and it can't contain any special characters. Click Done to log in. Upon the user's first login attempt, he'll be greeted with the audio device selection. We're going to do a full review of the proper audio device configuration in another video, so we're going to close this menu for now. In the meantime, we're going to look at the layout of the application so you can become familiar with it. In the center of the screen here, you're going to see users' buttons. We don't have any at the moment, but we're going to review that in a later video as well. On the left-hand side, you can see we have our control panel, home, community, our toggles for our microphone and handset. We have hold, our call privacy, our settings menu, and our call history. On the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see we have our audio broadcast tab. Users that have any sort of TV channels or large hoots that they listen to, they'll be able to access them by clicking on this button and sliding out the broadcast menu. In the lower left corner of the application, you'll see the master volume for the entire application, as well as a call release button that will drop any active call that the user may be on. This concludes our introduction to Cloud9 Trader and its installation.